This video, we're going to go over a few different editing functions for Photoshop for our composition project. First thing you're going to want to do is find your photos. Hopefully everybody uploaded them to Google Drive, so that's where you should find all of them. I made a file for photo. I went in here, I have 3 photos that I'm going to download to show you how to edit. You can drag and select them. If you select the first one, go to the last one and hold down Shift. It'll select them all, or you can select them individually by holding down Command. However you'd like to do it, whatever one you're going to download, go ahead and select it. Up where these 3 little dots are, your actions. Click that and go ahead and click Download. So you can partially see everything on my screen here. What's going to happen is it's going to either download a single file, or if you have multiple photos, it's going to download what's called a zip file. So you'll give it a few seconds here. Doesn't take too long, and it will go ahead and download. So the file will pop up on the bottom of your screen once it is fully downloaded. I just click and drag to the desktop, and then it'll be a zip folder. You double click that and it unzips, and in here my 3 photos will be. So once you have that set up, you're going to bring up Photoshop. I'm going to go ahead and just go to File, Open, and find those 3 files, which I know are on my desktop. So in that folder, these 3, I'm just going to select them all, click Open, and it'll open the 3 files individually. Through the first one, just like our last project, we're going to do you can do color manipulation. But first thing you want to do on all your photos is resize them, because they're going to be 4:6 pictures that we're going to print out. So image size, so it's already 300 resolution, that's what we would like. The width, if I change one of them, the height will automatically change as long as they are chained or linked together. If they are not linked together, these 3 buttons right here, so if you click them, so now they're not linked, constrain proportions, now they're linked, you're good to go. I gotta change this back again. 4:6, 300 resolution, okay. So it's a lot smaller. To zoom in, again, is Command plus. So I'm gonna zoom in a little. And then you can start going through your colors. The first thing I usually do is I go to levels, which is the second one over here. And you're gonna open that up. And if there's a flat line, I usually move this until it starts to go over like the hump. So it's brightened it up a little. I can see the colors are a little more vibrant. Darken that just a little. Levels are good. And then I'll go to vibrance usually. Move that a little. So saturation, if you want to make something black and white, you can take all the saturation out of there. Or bump it up. That's a little much. I'm going to leave that right towards the middle. So really just those 2 things in a minute or so is going to make the picture look completely different. So if you click the little eyeballs and take that away, you can see how much darker it is. And just those little color touches will make it look a lot better. If you're done with the photo, you would go ahead and save it to the desktop, put it back in your Google Drive, or turn it into eBackpack, whatever step you're at. A couple of the other pictures. So other than color manipulation, we're going to talk about the spot healing brush. Looks like a little band-aid. So spot healing brush tool. And then the clone stamp, which looks like a stamp. So clone stamp. The spot healing brush, if there are little blemishes that you would like to get rid of, like this picture of me, I have some razor burn on here, that I don't think needs to be there. If you zoom in, Control plus, I'm holding down spacebar to make it the hand tool to move this around. Oh, before I forget, might as well change the size. Image size, height 6 to make it 4:6, 300, click OK. And we'll zoom in again. So I would like to get rid of these red little marks. On my healing brush tool, as big as the circle is, it's pretty big right now. So the brackets, left and right bracket, will make it bigger or smaller. And I'm just going to go ahead and make it about the size of what they are. So what the spot healing brush will do is it does something called content aware. It'll take what is around the spot healing brush tool and it will try to fill it into what Photoshop thinks should be there while getting rid of what you're clicking on. So you have different options for what the brush will look like, but the default options should be just fine. So if I go ahead and click once, it'll get rid of that. So you can kind of click around to get rid of that. If you have a couple that are close to each other, you can click and drag. And it should get rid of those. So now I zoom back out. Razor burn is gone, and we're good to go. So again, the spot healing brush will take away little blemishes here and there and make it look like what it should around. So turned everything into skin tones, got rid of the red. The other one, look at another picture. Picture on here, I do not like that these poles are in the background. So I could go to the spot healing brush, but here I'm going to use what's called the clone stamp. Change the size. 4x6, 300. Good to go. I'm going to zoom in. Oops. Control Z. Didn't mean to do that. So here's my clone stamp. This red pole I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to make this smaller with the left bracket. I have a couple different options on here. It can be just a hard circle. It can be a little bit blurrier, which I'm going to go with the blurry outside right now. So on here, you first need to pick what you want to clone. So if you hold on Alt, I'm on my brush, just kidding. Make that smaller. There we go. Hold on Alt, and you're going to choose what you want to clone. So right now I'm just going to take the street right next to it. I'm going to click here. I just clicked. Now you can see that that part right here is going to clone. If I click, the little crosshairs will follow and get rid of that. So you can continue to hold down Alt, choose different areas to get rid of little parts like that. So then when you get out of here, it is no more. So the clone stamp will clone different parts to get rid of those. A couple other ones that I mentioned in class, the dodge and burn tools, which are under this hand. Dodge will make something lighter. Burn will make something darker. So I looked at my receding hairline right here. I want to burn that skin part to make it darker so it looks like there's actually hair there. So I can, again, left bracket, make this smaller, and just click and go in a couple times. And now I've filled that in. All right, save, turn it in. So once we have resized everything, 4x6, 300 resolution, you've used the spot healing tool, the clone tool, you've changed the colorings, you can dodge and burn. Just make little corrections to your pictures, and then we will be good to go.